Hello everyone. So today I am going to be stepping you through how to navigate through and to the Vatican website, which will be of utmost importance for your next assignment. So the easiest way to get to the Vatican website is by going on Google and typing in fact, Vatican website. So the first one that should pop up will be the Holy See, and this is the website that you need. It's also vatican.va. So we're going to click on it. So now what pops up is in fact the official Vatican website. And this website is really neat. It has tons of cool resources and different things to learn about our current Pope and his wonderful tweets that he is sharing currently. There are things like pictures. His Instagram is linked, which is really, really fun, and he's very active on there. It also has things like homilies, messages, letters, prayers, meditations, and different things that are going on in the church. So for the sake of this assignment, what we are going to be utilizing is right here called the encyclicals. So we're going to click on that. So now we're brought to the two most famous encyclicals from Pope Francis. It's Laudato Si, delivered in 2015, and Lumen Fide, delivered in 2013. So a great thing about these two is they are obviously, as you see, you can read them in multiple languages, so that can suit your person. But for my sake, and since we are currently on the English website, if I just click on it, it's going to stay English for me. So we're going to look through the first one, Laudato Si. So for the assignment, I want you to be skimming over both encyclicals and choosing a section or a chapter from it to write and reflect on. So this encyclical, Pope Francis talks a lot about the environment and how to take care of the planet that God has given us. So if that's something that appeals to you, this might be a great encyclical for you to dissect. So he talks, like I said, what's happening in our world, pollution and climate change, and different things that are important to the world that we live in. So if this is anything that appeals to you, I would suggest you just skim it over, read one of the sections, and write about it. It also talks about the decline in the quality of human life and how in today's society, we see that many people are starting to lose the quality of life. And so what does that mean for the church? And what does that mean for us as people who are Christians and as followers of the church? So if this is something that is appealing to you, this might be a great encyclical for you to look through. However, if it's not, Lumen Fide will be the other option for you to read about and write on. So I personally really like this one because it is addressed to all people of the church: bishops, priests, deacons, consecrated persons, and lay people. So that's everybody in the church and even outside of the church, so other Christians, and he talks about exactly this, faith. And that's something that's obviously very pivotal to religion and especially the Catholic Church. So he talks about a ton of different things in this. So this would be really something that if you have a widespread interest, you definitely could find your niche in this encyclical. So they even talk about stuff in the Old Testament. So if that appeals to you, this could be great. He talks about how to live the Christian faith fully and to share that with other people. He's really good at quoting saints and quoting scripture. So this is also a great way for you to start this conversation with your Christian brothers and sisters. You talk about salvation. So maybe you're curious about what happens to me after I die, or what do I have to do to get to heaven? Well, he talks about that. He talks about a ton of different things, and he always, like I said, uses scripture. So this will help you if you aren't Catholic. You will definitely have some sort of way to relate to this encyclical, just like the other one. But this one's just definitely a lot more about certain aspects like truth and love and what that means for the human person. So after you review both of these encyclicals, I want you to choose a section or a chapter that appeals to you. And I want you to write a 2-page reflection, and I want it to be double-spaced about what you read and how it affects you today, and how even though these might have been written a few years ago, how it still affects us and what you can do in your daily life to change our faith and how it will affect you in the future. So good luck with your assignment, and I look so forward to reading them.